Hello, beautiful soul. Welcome to Infinite Manifestations. Have you ever wanted to break out of destructive behavioral patterns? Are there parts of yourself you find hard to love? If so, this video is for you. Do you know your purpose in life? Are you really happy? Are you really truly happy from inside out? What makes life worth living? Start with purpose and end with fulfillment. Don't spend so much time looking for a purpose, just enjoy the small things. Follow what you enjoy and what is meaningful to you, but you don't need to think so deeply about it. If you don't overthink things, you'll naturally be led to things that make you happy. Don't put your life on hold while searching. Many people believe there is a correlation between success and happiness. They believe that many people who are very successful in life are unhappy because their lives lack balance. Balance is extremely important in life. I partially disagree with this statement. Yes, balance is super important, but I don't believe there is a correlation between success and unhappiness. Yes, you could be unhappy if you're successful, but you could also be unhappy if you aren't successful. The most important part in life is balance. If you love what you do, you will never work a day and still can be successful and happy. A person with life path number 11 is purpose-driven and destiny-bound. As a result, they have the drive and energy to be a light in the world, leading by example and accomplishing at greater levels and more idealistically than a single one. Their character emerges from their efforts to be deeply distinctive and authentic. If you want to learn more about numerology, spiritual growth, and how to keep your mind healthy, please don't forget to subscribe. They value single-minded attention, commitment to their mission, and extreme individuality as individuals. As a result, their strength is leading the way as a shining example, because they operate with destiny's blessing. They conquer obstacles via willpower, intuition, and decisive action. There is this saying, you have at least 3 personalities. One for the public, one for your loved ones, and one only known by you. One is driven by your mind, one is driven by your heart, and one is driven by your gut. We are all made up of different, often opposing personalities. Consider the last time you couldn't make up your mind about something. Perhaps you wanted to quit your work but were unsure whether it was a smart decision. Or perhaps you attempted to push yourself to deliver a speech at a wedding despite your fear of public speaking. These internal dialogues are talks between distinct aspects of yourself, diverse personalities that make up who you are. If the concept of having separate parts seems unusual, it's because we've all been taught that we have a mono mind, a mind that perceives the world in a single, undivided way. However, the truth is, any internal conflict demonstrates that our minds include numerous voices and drives. The essential point here is that we are all made up of different, often contradicting personalities. In our culture, alternative voices are not appreciated. Indeed, the mono-mind hypothesis suggests that this plurality is the outcome of diseased, disordered thinking, and that we must eradicate these voices since they do not represent who we truly are. Mono-mind theory has become entrenched over centuries of religious and spiritual doctrine. Religious scriptures preach that we must always suppress the sinful urges inside us that will lead us astray. Buddhism talks about the monkey mind that needs to be controlled. The key to understanding the purpose-driven life path 11 is to see it not as a unified whole but as a collection of multiple parts. To start with purpose and end with fulfillment, you have to treat all parts of your mind like a family. As in a family, there might be some unruly, challenging, or destructive members, but importantly, none are inherently bad. Instead, parts are sacred, spiritual beings, and they deserve to be treated as such. Often parts that cause you harm are stuck in the past, believing that they have to engage in certain behaviors to protect you from a trauma you are no longer experiencing. Each and every part of you deserves acceptance. Each part deserves love. Embrace each part of yourself, even the ones that lead you to make destructive or irrational choices. Start finding your purpose and unlock your best life. Finding a sense of purpose in life is something that many people desire, whether we realize it or not. As appealing as that may seem, it may appear difficult to achieve. If you haven't given much thought to your personal purpose, you may have some preconceived notions about the meaning of life. These pre-programmed notions about life are frequently influenced by our families and the community in which we grow up. Our life's goal is to marry and have children. Perhaps it's earning a specific amount of money or obtaining a certain social status. However, these sorts of accomplishments seldom provide the kind of joy and fulfillment that comes from discovering your particular sense of purpose. A feeling of purpose provides stability and direction. That is why establishing a sense of purpose is critical to live a happy, healthy life. Finding your purpose may lead to greater fulfillment and success in all aspects of your life. If you have no idea where to start, here are a few steps to start your journey. Keep an open mind. It's okay to feel a little uncertain at the beginning. Having a growth mindset is linked to having a sense of purpose. Constantly growing and becoming a better version of yourself helps you identify your purpose and commit to pursuing it. Revisit childhood memories. Photos and other mementos can help you tap back into the emotional space reflected in the images and words of the past. You may gaze back by browsing through photo albums and school yearbooks or reviewing childhood diaries. If your parents, siblings, or childhood pals have stories to tell, these reminiscences may bring back sentiments and recollections you'd forgotten about. I also suggest visualizations, which are commonly used in meditation activities, as a terrific way to reconnect. Giving back, especially as Life Path 11, can improve your feeling of meaning and purpose in life. This means that by assisting others, you are also assisting yourself. Look for methods to help others. You might wish to volunteer in your community, or offer money or talents to a cause that is important to you. Alternatively, consider conducting random acts of kindness to share some joy. We all experience difficulties in life. Overcoming these obstacles shapes who we are and provides us with our particular abilities and insights. Many individuals seek assistance when they are trying to cope with a big life transition. Some people eventually discover their calling by assisting others who are suffering comparable challenges to those they have conquered. Some people opt to work with people directly, such as a life coach or social worker. Others use the arts to make a difference in the lives of others, such as writing, painting, or music. Some become into motivating speakers. It is up to you to turn your pain into purpose. Paper is a very patient companion. Writing may be a great method for connecting with your inner child, so you don't have to talk out, but you can if it helps. I'm curious, have you ever daydreamed as a child? If so, what was it about? Who was your biggest superhero and why? Comment below and subscribe. You might get a free reading. Writing a letter or free writing about childhood recollections might help you examine and process prior events and emotions. Try guiding your letter or journaling activity with a specific topic, or utilize stream of consciousness writing to convey whatever thoughts that come to mind. It can even be framed as a question and answer session. Allow your adult self to question your young self, then see how the child answers. Maybe your child self is small, vulnerable, and in need of protection and support. Maybe, on the other hand, it's joyfully thriving. Answering any questions your child self has can help you begin healing inner vulnerabilities or distress. It's natural to be concerned about what your inner child wants to reveal, especially if you've suppressed any painful memories or feelings. Your hobbies and passions are solid indicators of where your life purpose may be. However, they might be difficult to spot. They're so ingrained in our thinking that we sometimes lose sight of them. If you're not sure what your interests are, ask those closest to you. You're probably already chasing them without even realizing it. Perhaps you serve as an unofficial mentor to local youth. If so, you may have found your calling. Another technique to discover your passion is to consider your strengths. Someone who excels in assisting others in solving challenges may wish to explore a career as a coach. You may opt to retain your interest as a hobby, or you may choose to make it into a side hustle or full-time source of money. You are the average of the 5 individuals with whom you spend the most time. Spending time with individuals that are optimistic and purpose-driven will most likely motivate you to do the same. You can even discover your calling via them. Beyond your coworkers and family members, consider who you choose to spend your time with. Examine your connections and make sure you're surrounded by ambitious, positive individuals that push you up. Following this channel is, by the way, a great start. When things go wrong, accepting your limitations might help you be gentler to yourself. We all make errors, but instead of blaming yourself, try to consider each setback as a chance to learn. Self-compassion can assist you in being more self-aware and accepting of yourself. When you accept yourself completely, you are more inclined to offer your best effort in any scenario. This might be at work, with your family, or while doing what you enjoy. This can lead to a stronger sense of connection to others in everything you do, giving your life more purpose. Every successful individual has a clear sense of purpose, and until you find yours, you'll be cruising through life on autopilot. You may become lost and disoriented, unsure of how to go or which path to take. Alternatively, things may be going well, but one day you may look back and wish you had spent your time differently. Finding your purpose and linking it to meaningful work can be difficult. Supportive guidance might be beneficial. If you want assistance in discovering your purpose and adding meaning to your life, please give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. If you have watched this video that far, know that you are worthy of anything you desire. But you might have to let go of the past and release the huge accumulation of fear-based beliefs and emotions you have picked up since childhood. Success isn't created by accident but by design. You have a creative mind and unlimited potential. Never forget it. Stay strong and be blessed. Be open to receive, and I hope to see you in my future.